Hey guys, it's Sophie Cunningham here. I'm finally in Indiana and I am so excited to be here and meet all of you. See you guys at the game. Bye.
Those words don't come from someone hesitant to play for the Indiana Fever. In fact, they belong to Sophie Cunningham, the fierce WNBA enforcer who has just landed in Indiana, ready to make an impact alongside Caitlin Clark and her squad.
Woohoo! Finally here! All right.
While Cheryl Swoops was busy insisting that no one wants to play in Indiana, Sophie Cunningham was proving her wrong, sending the internet into a frenzy with her excitement about joining the Fever. From her press conference to intense workouts and social media buzz, one thing is clear: Indiana just secured a game-changing piece, and the skeptics are in for a reality check. In this video, we'll break down everything Sophie had to say about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, her whirlwind first day with the team, and how she's clapping back at the doubters. Ready? Let's jump in.
First time I've seen my jersey. I love this. Like I'm a rookie all over again.
What if I told you that while Cheryl Swoops was busy talking about how no one wants to play for Indiana, Sophie Cunningham was literally lounging poolside in Phoenix when she got the trade call, and her first reaction? No disappointment, no hesitation, just pure, unfiltered excitement.
For you when you found out about this, and what was kind of that general reaction to a fresh start here?
Yeah, you guys will learn that if I'm not in the gym, I'm normally by the pool. And so I was actually poolside when I found out. And, there's a lot of emotions just because I have been out there for so long. But to be honest, my original thought was like, oh, heck yeah. Like, we're about to go win a championship. Like, that's exactly where my mind went. And like I said, it's all about the people. It's about the culture. I learned a lot out there, but now I'm ready to move on to something bigger, something better, and have a lot of really great players around me to, seriously go win a championship.
That's right. The myth that top players don't want to join the Fever just got obliterated. While the critics were busy pushing their next narrative, Sophie was already dialed in, gearing up for a championship push in Indiana. If that's not a direct contradiction to all the negativity, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm so excited. I think it's refreshing. I've been in Phoenix for the past 6 years, was drafted out there. I've had a really great time. I've been very blessed with being around a lot of GOATs in the game and learning the game on another level. But again, like, this is just a new style, and this is the style that I thrive in. When you have people who can shoot the ball, who move the ball, who are running gunners, and share the ball, like, this is the type of offense that I want to.
The moment Sophie arrived at Gamebridge Fieldhouse, her excitement was undeniable. The Fever's social media team captured her pure joy as she took in her new basketball home. In one viral clip, she introduced herself with infectious energy, leaving no doubt that she's beyond thrilled to be in Indiana.
I'm just stoked, and like I said, the offense is more my style, but I'm also surrounded by a great culture and great people, and that's what I'm also very excited about, to be here in Indiana.
But for Sophie, this move is more than just basketball. It's personal. As a Missouri native, coming back to the Midwest feels like a homecoming. I love it. She told the Indiana media during her introduction, "My roots are here in the Midwest, and just to be closer to home." This wasn't just another trade. It was a return to where her heart truly belongs.
Impactful will be for you and your family to be back here in the Midwest, something that Caitlin had as well, and within driving distance for everyone, right?
I love it. My roots are here in the Midwest, and just to be closer to home. My sister is married and has a kid, has another one on the way, and family is everything to me. I have a really great support system, and you better believe I've already had over 100, 200 people reach out, "Hey, how do we get season tickets?" I was like, I have no idea. I just got traded 2 hours ago. So I think we're going to have a pretty cool fan base up here from Missouri. But again, it's my Midwest roots. I'm excited to be around Midwesterners again. It's my type of people, and so I'm happy.
What makes Sophie's arrival even more significant is the instant impact she's having on team chemistry. In a league where some stars bring egos bigger than their talent, Sophie made it clear from day one that she's all about fostering a selfless, team-first culture.
Just excited, but to be honest, I think when you have a group that can let go of the egos and you're really just here to win and work hard, I think that's the best type of group, and you're all willing to do the dirty work, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. That's my bread and butter right there, is outwork your opponents and have fun.
and she's loving every second of it. Fans quickly rallied behind her, flooding social media with excitement about seeing her in action. The connection was immediate, no adjustment period needed. Sophie didn't just join the team, she became a part of it from day one.
That I've been here and I have been paying a lot more attention to it, and it's crazy, right? Like it's a whirlwind, and there's an adjustment period not only for her but for her teammates around her, for Indiana as a whole. But I think it's all really good things, and so it takes a little bit to get adjusted to it. But after that, I mean, come on, it's part of something great that doesn't come around very often, and so if you're not paying attention, I don't know what you do.
This is exactly the kind of addition the Fever needed. Someone who's all in, believes in the vision, and brings both talent and intensity to the locker room. While critics like Swoots cling to outdated narratives, players like Sophie are proving with their actions that Indiana is quickly becoming a true destination franchise in the WNBA.
I know you said earlier this month that you'd give the Sabrina Carpenter to Caitlin's Taylor Swift.
That was a joke, but I guess people really took that seriously.
People love it. What excites you about playing with her this year?
I mean, she has changed our game in the best possible way in every way. And so just to be alongside of her and maybe relieve the pressure, being able to shoot and spread the court for her to go do her thing.
Remember all those moments last season when opponents treated Caitlin Clark like a punching bag? The cheap shots, the hard screens, the extra contact after the whistle? Well, the Fever just gave Clark exactly what she was missing, an enforcer. Someone who will make opponents second guess every dirty play before they even try it.
Still young, and I think that I've been taken under, Diana took me under her wing, and I've learned a lot from her, and now I hope to kind of do the same for Caitlin if she wants it. I just think the relationship piece is huge, and when you're trying to do something great, it takes everybody, and so I want her to go do her thing, and anything she needs from me, I'm going to be here. But again, I think that like just the competitor that I am, I'm fierce, I'm sassy, I stick up for my teammates, stick up for myself, and so sometimes I think that's okay to be feisty and to be your.
Sophie Cunningham isn't just bringing her basketball skills to Indiana, she's bringing her reputation as one of the WNBA's toughest, most relentless competitors, the kind of player opponents don't want to mess with. In her introductory press conference, she made it clear, I'm fierce, I'm sassy, I stick up for my teammates, I stick up for myself. And those 5 words about standing up for teammates, they might just be the most important thing Caitlin Clark has heard all offseason.
To play in front of the fans. I think that she's drawn a lot of people, not only to Indiana, but to the women's game as a whole. And so just to be a part of something great, just really happy.
Let's be real. Last season was rough for the rookie superstar. Game after game, Caitlin Clark took hit after hit, getting knocked around, bumped, and targeted with little consequence. The physicality kept escalating, and her teammates either couldn't or wouldn't step in to send a message. It was like watching a boxing match where only one fighter had a cornerman.
Caitlin Clark was getting hit a lot. She was getting hit a lot early, and they needed their Charles Oakley. You've got that in Sophie.
This is exactly where Sophie Cunningham's presence changes everything. During her time in Phoenix, she earned a reputation as the ultimate enforcer, the kind of teammate who never lets opponents get away with cheap shots. When rival teams targeted Mercury Stars, they knew they'd have to answer to her. And now she's made one thing abundantly clear: that same fierce protection extends to Caitlin Clark and the entire Fever squad.
Fouls her, and then tries to step over. And then Sophie Cunningham grabs her leg. Nobody's going near Maisha Hines-Allen, but no, Sophie Cunningham will start the fight. The refs are trying to break it up. None of the Mercury players are going to go near Maisha Hines-Allen. They're scared. She'll scare the bejesus out of them. Maisha Hines-Allen is one of the toughest players in this league. Sophie Cunningham going head to head straight with.
What makes Sophie such an elite enforcer isn't just her toughness. It's her absolute commitment to doing the dirty work her team needs. She embraces contact, fights through defenders, and creates space for her teammates with relentless energy. This physical edge fills a major gap in last year's Fever lineup, which often struggled to hold its own when games turned into all-out battles.
Cunningham, in general, is just wild. Wild is the best word I can use to describe Sophie Cunningham. And, it is just, it's carnage. It's carnage a lot of the time when Sophie Cunningham gets involved with anything. The amount of fights that Sophie Cunningham has been involved in is
I've always been a huge fan of Stephanie White, and I'm not kidding. We in college we she coached against me and whatnot. And so we've known each other for quite a long time. And since I've been in the league, I was like, hey, when are you going to coach me? You know, like, it was always just kind of a running joke. And it's been one for the past like 3 or 4 years. And so to finally all kind of come together just at the right time, I'm stoked. I think she's a heck of a coach. I love her offense. I love her approach to games and her approach to her players and the relationship she has with her players. And so I just think that we're going to do something really special here and moving.
In Sophie Cunningham, the Indiana Fever are trading for a multi-dimensional wing, capable of knocking down the 3 ball.
Cunningham is starting to cook. Cunningham 3 is good. Cunningham from the corner.
Locking down defenders.
Several deflections, and this time she gets the steal and the N1 opportunity.
And injecting passion and emotion into the game and into her